I have learned something valuable in life all the years I've lived my life, and I have learned it really, really well. What is that valuable thing I've learned? This is it. I have learned that where I am today, what I have been in the past, is all tied to my choices. And whether my life moved in wrongly or it moved rightly, it was all tied to my choice. Well, for some people, you can say, well, my life did not end well or is not going well because of what someone did to me, because someone did that to me and because it's someone's fault. We try to shift the blame on other people. Well, some other people might also say, God is faithful. God is really, really great. I am doing well, very, very well. My parents are doing well. I have people who are assisting me, so I have what I am covered by grace. But what people do not understand is you cannot move yourself out of the equation. The truth of the matter is you are responsible for yourself. And the moment I started to learn this, my life became much better. You are responsible for your life. You are the person and the main character in your story, not another person. And even though God wants to come into the matter to create what miracles in your life, to do miracles, to direct you, you must have a place where you must come to what agree with him. And that's where choice comes in. It is easier for you to blame someone else for your problem, but difficult for you to hold yourself responsible for your actions. And this is where a lot of people get it wrong. You cannot blame other people for your actions. You have to come to a point where you must take responsibility for your problems and how your life is going. That's pretty much it. I've also discovered something else. I've discovered there are three times or prominent points in a man's life that I've discovered that he discovers that he has to take responsibility for his life, for how his life turns out, how his life has turned out, and how his life will turn out in the end. And what are those 3 points? The first point is when the man or when a man is in a lonely or isolated place. When a man is isolated, when a man is lonely, that is when the first realization comes. There is no noise, nobody, no voice except his own voice. And that's when he begins to realize that his choices is what has kept him up to that stage. And wheresoever he is at that point, his choices was what led him up to that point. The second point is when the man is about to cross the threshold of death. When a man is about to cross the threshold of death, when a man is about to die, he realizes something. What does he realize? He realizes that he is responsible for all that happened in his life, not God or not others, for how his life went on, how he lived his life, what transpired in his life, how he was able to carry out his daily duties, or rely on solely on his own self. He begins to understand during the point he's crossing the threshold that he will be held responsible for everything that has happened in his life. The third part is when man has to completely come face